mentioned among your inspirations, Gangstar, and later on in life, when you started picking up the pen and the microphone, you actually ended up connecting with the legendary duo of Guru and DJ Premier. Now, how did that all come about?
Actually, I was picked up through Scientific. Scientific was a hip hop artist in the Lawrence area who had his affiliation with LOG, and he was going back and forth to New York. God rest his soul. And he actually introduced me to the independent label, and I started working with those souls. And then they actually brought me to meet DJ Premier. But at that particular time, I had ended up getting incarcerated. I had got shot up at a pool hall brawl or what have you. And they had approached Premier on doing a remix for a song that I had already did for the independent label. So Premier said, rather than doing a remix, he'd rather wait till I come home and try something then. So as soon as I came home, they brought me to New York to D&D Studios, and Premier had actually put on the Closer to God beat in the studio, and he had no idea what I had in my mind. He was just like, go in the booth and let me see what you do. And so when I went in the booth, I had already wrote Closer to God when I was in the infirmary at the county. So I ended up, going in there, spitting the vocals to that, and he liked the vocals, and he liked how the song was coming along, and he kept it. And that was the Closer to God record that he did.
Classic joint, Closer to God. I remember hearing that on a mixtape. It might have been the 5 Deadly Venoms of Brooklyn with DJ Premier.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And let's tap a little bit into the concept of Gangstar Foundation. Now, it was, I don't know how loosely knit it was, but a lot of fans of Gangstar recognized that there were affiliated artists such as J. Rue the Damager, Big Shug, Group Home, yourself, as well as Afro Raw, MOP, et cetera. How well did you guys stay in contact with one another? Were there a lot of collabs between the artists and Gangstar Foundation, or was it just everyone was connected to Gangstar?
Oh, there was definitely collabs. Once you go inside D&D Studios, everybody's in there, even if you're not recording. Right. People were just in there playing pool, watching TV, just networking. I used to come all the way from Massachusetts and just to hang out in the studio. I wouldn't even have to have a studio session. Right. I'd just be hanging out with the artists and stuff. So, it's more like a family type thing. We all knew each other personally before the music stuff, because we were all in the studio.
Right.
I had done songs with Teflon. I've done songs with MOP, and I used to see Dap and them all the time in and out of the studio and kicking with them. Afu, I'm on his projects. I mean, it's a big family thing. Everybody's connected, and and the Chain and the Starr was the foundation of it all.
No doubt, the Chain and the Starr. Now, D&D Studios itself.